Hey everybody, it's your friend Kevin coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina. Today is Tuesday, the 27th of December 2022, and this is your card of the day. So here we go. We are using Fairy Tarot cards again by Radley Valentine. Illustrations by Howard David Johnson. Probably need to reposition those lights because you won't get that glare otherwise. Anyway, here we go. Great Father in the sky, loving Mother in the earth, fairies, pixies, gnomes, all of those of the higher realm, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, thank you for stepping in where you've always been. I ask for a message through these cards that will uplift and inspire, bring blessings of love, understanding, wisdom. So it is, and so shall it be. There we go. So I'm just going to pull one card straight off the top. And that card is the Princess of Summer today. So let's have a look and let me tune into my spiritual ones to see what I get from this card. So here we see a wonderful young princess, gentle, sensitive, kind, experienced. I'm getting a sense that that might be the way your emotions are ebbing and flowing today. The holiday, Christmas, if you will, has passed us, and the new light that came with that energy is still around us. This card signifies that a new relationship of emotional experience or invitations to social events, could be a New Year's party, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. So what I would say for today's energy, it feels, according to my little spirits here, that you might be feeling a little sensitive. You may be feeling some of the past emotions that are popping up, coming up. It might have you feeling a little melancholy as you bring about the energy of past loved ones, or maybe you are around folks that you love and you care about that are experiencing some really challenging, difficult times. You may yourself be struggling with your own emotions. My strong thoughts and my strong wisdom would be to say, bring them out in the open. For those who follow the light, follow love, follow spirit, and follow all of the higher vibrational energies, it is certainly possible that we find ourselves falling into some deeper, murky ground where it doesn't feel so secure, where we still have to wrestle and grapple and handle the energies and elements of human living. Now, in order to appreciate the love, the sensitivity, the gentle ebb and flow of the Princess of Summer's energy, we must also recognize that within us, we also too have some of that not so great feeling. So I would say the Princess of Summer asks you and brings about the energy today to be gentle, to be sensitive, to be kind, most importantly to yourself. Many of these feelings might come from insecurity. Many of these feelings may come from the fact that you don't feel social at this time and you've been invited to a social event. Share them with someone who's compassionate. Allow yourself to open your heart to see, where these feelings and these thoughts and these ideas that cause you to be a bit sensitive, where they're coming from. Sometimes when we look at them, then we shine a different light on them, put a pink aura around them, put a yellow aura around them, ask for our guardian angels to come and say, what can you help me with? Or can you please help me to extinguish these? What I've discovered myself lately, it's the ego. It is the growth forward, but the pulling back. I learned yesterday that there are many planets retrograding, meaning it seems like time is popping in the opposite direction, or there's a review of what has come up. And sometimes in those reviews, we get to see, if you follow Archangel Jeremiah, we get to see our past events, which might evoke some awkward feelings. Remember, these are in the past. They're not going to govern what we do now. What we do now is going to define what happens next. I am going to read the Princess of Summer's card, but I'm also going to talk about why the suit of summer is so incredibly important. So the suit of summer is a rich and fulfilling season that we often spend time near the water, obviously the ocean. It's the symbol of emotion. The seeds we planted in the spring grow rapidly to provide us with wonderful experiences of the summer. It's also the suit of emotional well-being, family bonds, joy in life. In this suit, we are able to find love, commit ourselves to a relationship, perhaps birth children, and build lives with the ones we truly love. In the depths of our emotions, we experience our intuition and our psychic gifts a lot more fully. And so this suit brings us spiritual growth that leads to the understanding of what really matters in our lives. You know, in traditional tarot, this is the suit of cups and the suit of water element. Now I'm going to read what Radley wrote about the Princess of Summer's energy as it pertains to today. The Princess of Summer is a gentle and sensitive soul. She's very interested in relationships with other people, but can quite easily be shy. So if you check out her bedside table, which I'm not really sure I'm seeing a bedside table in this card, but I'll take Radley's word for it. You'll almost certainly find a romantic novel. She's a poet with a fondness for writing, including journaling everything she feels. If daydreaming were an Olympic sport, she would be the gold medalist. If you approach her today with outstretched arms and open your heart, she will happily embrace you and let you into her life. She will eagerly listen to all your worries with great compassion. No one cries alone when the Princess of Summer is around. Just keep in mind that she's not very experienced in the world. This princess perceives everything through her feelings, so she may not get around to thinking things through. The young fairy from the Ace of Summer that is all grown up. While she enjoys her private garden, she is full of magic and patiently waits for love to come. You know, I like this card. I drew it, you know, obviously you heard my prayer for the highest good and inspiration of everybody that wants to get lifted. You know, this time of the year, for those of us, I hold my hand up to it, that are single without a partner, it can be pretty daunting. It can be a little bit lonely. I've experienced that probably since Friday. That, you know, it's this wave. So this card for me today personally, and I'll share it because I think, you know, I got nothing to lose but to tell you all these things are real. This is the real world. This is a human world. This is a world where we open our heart, we get sensitive, we feel vulnerable. And as a person of service to others, to help them feel better about themselves and to help them move forward, I too have to figure out a way to offload. When I was younger, I was taught by some of the Sassoon people back in London, cutting and that kind of thing. And one of the mottos that he brought into the industry of hairdressing was to leave your troubles 10 steps from the door. That when you get to 10 steps from the door of working, you just pack them up and pop them down. If you want to pick them up when you leave, fine. But my troubles, my problems, my issues, when I'm of service to others, are not theirs. I'm there to be a vessel for people to share. I think that's incredible. I brought that with me throughout my 40-something years career. However, there are times when if we don't, as service providers, offload our own deep-seated things, it builds up. And I've noticed myself, these things, these issues, these whatever you want to call them, show up in addiction. More importantly, this past weekend, it was food. And I noticed myself yesterday, a friend of mine said, "Oh, look at that big old belly. You have certainly been eating." Yeah, that caught me a little bit in the crawl, like, ooh, yeah, push the plate away, Kev. And I realized, here I was sitting sort of in this soup of really, when is this person going to show up? All that crazy crap. And decided this is not serving anybody. This is just really silly. And, I like that. I like discovering that really what the hell's the matter with you? Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, go forward, and then let it in. Because the other part of it too, when we're sensitive, especially with love and romance, as the Princess of Summer is, there's this tendency that we're going to get hurt. Being vulnerable means we just might get slapped with a rejection stick. That doesn't feel good. That makes people retreat and pull back. Yeah, no. These are these messages to be sensitive, yet be open. So, if you're feeling this kind of melodramatic way, call upon the Princess of Summer. She might be young, she might be frivolous, she might appear to be like a gum-smacking teenager, but she might have you feeling a little bit better about the fact that we are all of love and we all certainly deserve love. And if we're giving that love out unconditionally, then it surely is like the boomerang that will come back. Be careful, my friend, what you wish for. It could show up in droves. All right, my loves, I love you. Thanks for subscribing. Your comments lift me higher than the clouds, and I love them as I love you. Have a great Tuesday. Until tomorrow. Bye.